talking. I'm not on any school of thought. We just dropping here, and then on top of that, after brothers get the information in the videotape, if they have any questions, I leave my math to them. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't got the answer for you, I'll get it.
Indeed.
You see what I'm saying? I'll get it. I'll reference.
You on right now?
Give me on.
Yeah. All right. Peace. The hunt is on and we the prey, man. This is what we dealing with today, man. The black youth is lost, man. We got the guys here, we building. Get a clear understanding of what we dealing with out here in the wilderness of North America. We out here at Edgewood Park, know the ledge, so you won't fall off the edge. You know what I'm saying? Pass it to my brother Tom, man. What you got to say to the youth?
Peace to the gods in the earth. Peace to the babies. Peace to the seeds. We here to generate. Because I'm here to plant the information and the seeds so then they can grow. They can blossom and bloom and take it and go, just take it and apply it to everyday life. The God Rocker said, with knowledge itself, there's nothing I can't solve. It's 360 degrees, I revolve. It's an actual fact. It's not an act. It's been proven.
Indeed.
You see what I'm saying? So anything I say is going to be right and exact and all correct. But we just coming. We talking about everything from all. So we gonna touch on Egyptology, Eastern philosophy, Christianity, Islam, whatever. Because this is what we do all day. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was coming up going to church, they had that song with This Little Light of Mine.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Indeed. We gonna let it shine.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we here in New Haven. I'm born and raised here in New Haven, but I see New Haven go. New Haven reminds me of Europe. They go through. I've never been to a city or known a city that go through many dark ages. We in a period of dark ages here in New Haven. We got gangs coming through here. We took the place of posses. And nobody's nobody trying to do nothing to combat it. We got older. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong because they all had humble beginnings and started with good intentions. Because both the gangs, these Blood and these Crips, they get the history of them. They came up out of the Panthers.
True indeed,
a lot of people don't even know Crips stand for Community Revolution and Progress.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And the Bloods, they came about as a defense because
also the Peace Stone Bloods too. The Peace Stone Bloods and from Chicago.
Yes. The El Rukins, the Black Stone Rangers. They all started them. I was watching something about the brother the other day, Jeff Fort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But everybody had good intentions. But see, we all get hit with that woolly lick shit.
How to make a slave.
You know what I'm saying? We all divide and conquer. And he said, even after slavery, if you apply these techniques, it will last 300 years. We've been out of slavery since 1863. Well, Texas, they got Juneteenth. They'll be celebrating that minute because it took 2 years for them to get the word. Before they took slavery, they found out slavery was over 2 years later. That's how long it took for the word to get to them. That's where Juneteenth come from. You know what I'm saying? Texas is one of the most racist states. But then again, see, all you gotta do, like Brother Malcolm said, everybody think you gotta go down south to experience racism. He said all you gotta do is the south of the Canadian border, the whole United States, or the United Snakes.
Sure indeed.
This is the United States. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of us are still in love with white folks and think they won't, that they are a friend of ours. I want to touch on another thing too. Obama's not the first black president of the United States. Matter of fact, the first president of the United States was black. His name was John Hanson. He was president of the Continental Congress.
True indeed, that's true. You on the back of the 2000?
Look it up.
Tell him J.A. Rogers put it out a long time ago. He put it out in a book called, check this out, 5 Negro Presidents of the United States. Reference that. Google that up for all you YouTubers and computer users. It's up there. 5 Negro presidents. See, that's the information that they put out there. They have a thing, Obama the first black. No, he's the first president to admit that he's black.
True indeed.
You understand what I'm saying? Obama ain't the first black. And then on top of that, he part of the problem.
Yeah.
Because he's part of the bill with the bird.
True. You know what I'm saying? Because Kissinger the one that put him on.
Kissinger recruited him out of college.
True indeed.
Kissinger ain't no joke.
Man, that
Kissinger
boy,
been around.
He got warrants.
Kissinger been around since, you ever heard this book back in the 60s called the King Alfred's Plan?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They talk about a whole bunch of assassinations and things like that. That's what happened to John Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
You see what happened? Yeah. That's what happened with John Kennedy. He was really sincere. Even though his father was a racist ass bastard, he was really sincere.
You try to change that money system around.
That's what got
to do that.
But see, that happened with Lincoln, and that happened with Andrew Jackson.
Right.
That's where the term. That's where the term jackass came from.
Wow.
They called him a jackass. But see, you know, but what represents the Democratic Party?
The jackass.
The donkey.
Donkey.
Do the history. You got yo, get it out there, yo. See, let me tell you something. I remember when I was incarcerated 15 years ago. I turned my jail into Yale. I just like to play words. But to me, you know, Yale stands for Young Adults Learning Evil.
True indeed.
That's not me.
That's what it is.
But the bottom line, my bid is what I made it. My bid is what I made it. You see, because my trek started when I was about 9, 10 years old. I used to go spend summers with my grandmother, and it was 2 things I had to learn. It was church etiquette and go get a library card. So I used to read Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Right. So then I used to read Greek mythology, and my young mind used to read stuff, and I would read Greek mythology, and I read Prometheus stole fire from the gods and brought it to the man. So in my young mind, I'm picturing this white man in a toga running up Mount Olympus, stealing fire. Now the whole world could cook and smell iron, not knowing that we had this 1,000 years while they were still crawling around on all fours.
The Caucasus Mountains.
Up between Russia and Turkey.
That's why they call Caucasians. They're from the Caucasus Mountains in Asia.
They're really something dead.
And Caucasus means caucus. Carcass Asians. You're a dead Asian.
That's right. That's right, to add on to that. True indeed, son.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, I would read stuff like that, and it fascinated me because I had no knowledge. I had no idea about what the civilization that we started, that we the first, not just the first creation, we started the first of everything and anything. White man, they never created shit. I don't think he invented the wheel. Because we already had chariots.
Of course.
We already had chariots. So, you know, then as I got older, right, I would try to go back and read that Greek mythology.
You already had the sun.
And them words, let me tell you, them words switched up on me. That's why you gotta know how to read between the lines.
Yeah.
When I got older, in my 20s, I tried to go back and read that Greek mythology bullshit. Okay, Prometheus stole fire from the gods and brought it to men. Why them words switched up on me? You wanna know what the words said to me when I read between the lines? You wanna know what it said?
It was like from us.
This is what it says, son. This is when the white man discovered fire. You gotta learn how to read between the lines.
Yeah,
this is when the white man discovered fire. The same bullshit with Cristobal Colon.
Yeah.
In English, Christopher Columbus. He implemented the slave trade. He started slavery over here. Our Native American brothers don't fucking honor no Christopher Columbus Day.
Indeed.
We shouldn't either. Like Thanksgiving, we shouldn't either. It has nothing to do with black folks. Christmas, 4th of July, Memorial Day, none of it. Don't have nothing to do with us. But we be out here having cookouts.
Celebrating.
We be right out here having cookouts. Everybody's house be decked out red, white, and blue.
Exactly.
Brother said in the 60s, red, white, and blue don't mean you.
No, it don't.
It don't mean you. You know what I'm saying? And anytime, you know, Malcolm X said, the white man never started nothing. He said archaeologist it's a code name for thief.
Yeah.
He never went nowhere in peace, and he never left in peace.
Indeed.
In fact, they have an African proverb that says this: when the whites came to our country, they had the Bible, we had the land. Now we got the Bible, they got the land.
Wow.
Same thing. You did the add-on. But see, Brother Malcolm was ahead of his time. He knew about the Big Six and everything. You know what I'm saying? The March on Washington, how Kennedy paid King, and he made a little joke about it. You know what I'm saying? But people ain't paying no attention. He said, John Kennedy wrote the speech, stuck Martin Luther King between 2 dead presidents, and told him to be out of town by sundown.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they gave up that $100,000 to the Big Six. But all the while they were scheming on Martin Luther King, because none of them dudes, Gay Edgar Hoover made sure none of them dudes, the Kennedy brothers, Malik El-Shabazz, and Martin Luther King, none of them seen 40.
Yeah, it's true indeed.
None of them made it to 40.
Just like the Christ.
Yeah, Father
Yeah,
Allah
the
too.
Father Allah ain't making
None of
it
them
to
made
40.
you see, Malcolm was the essence. Malcolm was the poor righteous teacher. While them other dudes, Farrakhan, running around on Robbins Island, landing in helicopters, coming 3/4 furs, Cadillacs, and diamonds, they was raping the people. Back then, I read a book by C. Eric Lincoln, The Black Muslims in America. See, I'll give you references.
Yeah, I got that book.
You see what I'm saying? He said if you ain't meet that quota selling the Muhammad Speaks, they took you down in the basement, especially in Boston, and beat your ass.
Put you to the boiler room.
beat your ass. They don't like to talk about that. You know, they did more exploitation to the black man than anybody else. Anytime a white man beat any of their asses, they ain't never retaliate. Malcolm was ready to go to war. See, Elijah Muhammad told him no, not yet, because he was getting that money from J.B. Hunt. You know, Hunt's ketchup?
Do the math, do the math.
It's blinking, because what's the red?
I need a dish. Still recording. Oh, yeah, it need another dish.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
J.B. Hunt was promoting.